Back here on HQ Spotlight, it's Jacqueline D'Agostino tapping in for Emily Proud, and it is Fight Week. The UFC heads to the Golden One Center in Sacramento for a Fight Night event headlined by a critical middleweight matchup. We got local Northern California standout Anthony Fluffy Hernandez and Brazilian powerhouse Gregory RoboCop Rodrigues. Hernandez had his 8-fight win streak snapped in his last fight, a third-round TKO loss to Sean Strickland. Rodrigues, on the flip side, 6-1 in his past 7 fights and has won 3 in a row. Checking in on the main card again, all going down from Sacramento on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can, of course, stream all the action exclusively on Paramount+. Let's get into it, a Fight Night preview with Chael Sonnen. Chael, great to see you. We are starting with the main event, Hernandez, Rodrigues. Hernandez, as mentioned, coming off a title fight loss to Sean Strickland. How does his style, though, match up against Rodrigues?
Well, what an interesting contest. And by the way, for Hernandez, he got put back into a main event, which coming off of a loss oftentimes does not happen. Relevance being this is a 25-minute affair. And I really like the pressure that Fluffy Hernandez puts on people. I really think in rounds 4 and 5, he's going to have some good moments. And you've seen this in boxing more than MMA perhaps, but when a guy gets finished, his next time back, he questions himself a little bit. He's a little bit hesitant. His offense isn't quite the same, which is why he tends to get punched a little more than maybe he would in a different circumstance. I think those things are all in Rodrigues' favor. I think this is a great draw for Rodrigues to get Hernandez in a 5-round atmosphere with momentum not being on his side.
And for Rodrigues, he's knocked out 2 of his last 3 opponents and has really climbed up those middleweight rankings. How big of an opportunity is this fight for him?
Well, there isn't, in the world of promotion, there isn't much higher than you can go than main event. Once you start succeeding in main events, the only other option is title fights. And I'm not suggesting for you that Rodrigues with a victory goes right into a title fight, but I will suggest that we're going to make that discussion for the first time ever. We will make that discussion here next week should he be successful in this fight.
So say he is successful in that fight. Do you think maybe down the line he does have that superstar quality that can draw a lot of eyeballs?
It's such an interesting time in this weight class. Like so many of these guys, and parity matters. So many of these guys have already found each other and they've already played together. Sean Strickland, being the champion, could very realistically come and call Rodrigues out. And if Sean, as champion, all of a sudden anoints Rodrigues #1 contender, it could happen. I think more than likely, with the victory, Rodrigues goes into another fight. And perhaps that's the one that then gets title implications. I could not call this a #1 contenders bout. But if you look good on Paramount against a guy that's fought for a world title, you get something for that.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt. Meanwhile, the co-main event, we have Serghei Spivac, and Vitor Petrino. Petrino on a 3-fight win streak, and 2 of those coming by finish. So just how impressed are you with Petrino, what you've seen over these last few sample sizes?
Well, I think that he's really up and coming. It's not a finished product yet because sometimes he hasn't been faced with the right adversity. Like, I haven't seen him beat anybody that's got a real grappling heavy base, something that maybe Josh Hokett brings to the table or a recent signing in Tyrone Fortune would bring to the table. But he's strong. I mean, one thing I can tell you about Petrino is it only takes 1 shot. The good news for him is he throws combinations. If he thinks he can touch it with a jab, then he knows he can touch it with a cross. I like that about him. Can he do that when he's under a grappling heavily adversity? We've yet to see it.
As for Spivac, he's coming off a win, but has lost those previous 2 fights coming into that win. So how important is this specific fight in order for him to stay competitive within this division?
Yeah, Spivac's got a couple of losses, but they're to highly ranked guys. Like Spivac has been on that short list that even our champion Tom Aspinall has had to speak about publicly. Spivac, a lot of the same compliments I would give his opponent in terms of he's got that power. He needs to do a better job of staying on his feet. Can he go into the 4th and 5th round? This is only scheduled for free. I'm just offering for you. We haven't seen everything from him yet. So Spivac, I put a little asterisk next to his losses because they were such highly ranked opponents, but he does need a victory if he wants to keep that course.
All right, Chael, we're going to put you on the spot. We want to get your picks for the main event, the co-main event. Who do you like?
I like Hernandez in the main event, and I like Spivac in the co-main event, and I know I'm going with the favorites here, and even with Hernandez coming off a loss, there are certain times in life when those losses teach you something and you learn something. And when I spoke to Hernandez privately, or even when I spoke to his coach privately, they say he's doing better now, he's more motivated in the gym, and he looks sharper now than when he was riding the undefeated streak.
Okay, so you're going with Spivac and Fluffy Hernandez. We'll see what goes down on Saturday. Chael, we certainly appreciate it. Of course, all going down on Paramount Plus Saturday from Sacramento. And of course, just another reminder that Paramount Plus is the new exclusive home of the UFC.